Alright, in today's video we're diving into the Kfir C10 event vehicle from the 2024 War Thunder Winter event. Known for its blend of advanced technology and speed, the Kfir C10 is a versatile jet that shines in both air and ground RB matches. But was it worth the grind? Let's find out. Let's kick things off with a bit of history on the Kfir C10. The Kfir series was developed by Israel as a modification of the French Mirage 5, but with an American J79 turbojet engine, which provided a significant boost in performance. The Kfir C10 specifically was a later variant designed for export. Equipped with advanced avionics and improved weaponry, its primary purpose was to serve as a multi-role fighter, excelling in air superiority, while also being capable of ground attack missions. In War Thunder, the Kfir C10 builds on this legacy, offering cutting-edge weaponry, solid speed and versatility, making it a valuable asset in various combat scenarios. The variant in-game is that of a later C10 model used by the Columbian Air Force. Now, let's take a look at how the Kfir C10 performs in War Thunder. Powered by the J79 engine, the Kfir C10 boasts good acceleration and top speed. While it doesn't excel in sustained turn fights, its speed allows for quick dives, climbs and fast escapes. The extended canards give it slightly better turning performance than other Kfir variants, such as the Kfir Canard, allowing for tight turns at the cost of energy. When it comes to weaponry, the Kfir C10 has a versatile loadout, held back by its limited hardpoint. The C10 is equipped with Python 3 missiles, which are highly manoeuvrable and effective at close to medium range. These infrared missiles have an all-aspect seeker, giving you an edge in dogfights. These missiles do, however, lack IRCCM, so they can be flared off by aware opponents. They are not quite as flare hungry as something like an R60M, but can still be easily defeated by flares. The Kfir C10's primary armament are the Derby missiles. These are active radar homing missiles capable of engaging targets at beyond visual range. These missiles allow you to lock onto targets with the help of your radar in track while scan mode, and can maintain the lock even after launch with their own seeker head, enabling you to engage opponents from a distance without maintaining a constant radar lock. The C10 also has twin DEFA 30mm cannons with 280 rounds of ammunition, providing reliable firepower for dogfights and ground strafing. The C10 can also equip additional 20mm gun pods, however these are not worth losing 2 of the missile hardpoints at this BR. For ground attack, the C10 can carry a wide variety of munitions, including rockets and unguided bombs in various sizes, available in both standard and high drag variants, including a 3,000 pound option. However, its main feature for close air support is its ability to mount the Lightning 3 targeting pod, along with 2 laser guided bombs, with either laser or laser and inertial guidance variants available. In terms of avionics, the aircraft features a ballistics computer for bombs, rockets and guns, simplifying precision ground strikes. However, oddly, it does lack a radar gun sight for air-to-air, which is quite unusual for this BR. One standout feature is the C10's radar set. This is a very advanced AESA radar, or Active Electronically Scanned Array radar set. Whilst AESA is not currently modelled 100% accurately in game compared to their real-life capabilities, this is still a very effective radar set when it comes to tracking targets. It features multiple modes, including track while scan with data link for up to 4 targets, and even features GMTI mode for tracking moving ground targets. It also has an IRST, or infrared search and track system. This allows for tracking targets without a radar lock. The plane also features helmet mounted sight capability. This allows for targeting of the radar or infrared missiles where the camera is looking, with the helmet mounted sight having a 20 km acquisition range for radar targets, which is quite a long range compared to some other planes. And finally, for defensive equipment, it has an advanced radar warning receiver that can detect bands E through to J and has both track and launch detection. In terms of countermeasures, it can carry up to 72 flares or chaff. This is a respectable amount. However, one drawback is the countermeasure dispenser on this jet only fires off to one side. This can cause issues avoiding missiles from certain angles. Now let's break down the pros and cons of the Kfir C10. First up with the pros. This jet has a good top speed and acceleration. This plane will often see the reduced speed warning in dives or low level flight, and can indeed fly itself apart if the pilot has a lapse in attention at high speeds. It has a versatile loadout, allowing for loadouts to suit either air or ground RB matches. It has access to advanced weapons, with the Python 3 missiles and guided munitions, and of course the Derby active radar homing missiles. It has a full ballistics computer, great for precision bombing and ground attacks, and finally it has relatively good agility. The extended canards allow the C10 to pull some hard turns at the cost of energy, though it's not quite as manoeuvrable as some of the jets it will face at higher tiers. And now for the cons, first of which is its mediocre performance in sustained turn fights. Whilst it is fast, it struggles in prolonged fights against more manoeuvrable jets, and as mentioned will bleed speed in harder turns. Its limited hardpoints, being only able to carry up to 4 missiles, is very low for high tier matches. This requires missiles to be saved rather than gambling on some long range active radar homing yeet shots that you can do in other planes at this BR. Its infrared missiles, the Python 3, have no IRCCM, so can easily be defeated by aware opponents. And finally, for ground attack, it has a low number of guided bombs. Whilst it does have laser guided bombs, it can only carry 2. This is quite low compared to other jets at this BR. To maximise the Kfir C10's potential, here are a few quick tips. First up, adapt your loadout. Build a loadout based on your mission. For air RB, prioritise the Derby active radar homing missiles. Next up, leverage the C10's speed. Use your acceleration to dictate engagements. And when you do close the distance, avoid extended turn fights. And finally, make use of the missiles. Whilst the Derby is effective, the Python 3's all-aspect capabilities are still a major asset. Use their strong manoeuvrability to surprise opponents. It is sometimes possible to bait a multipathing opponent into ignoring the missile if you have them radar locked at close range and they are expecting you to fire an active radar homing missile, but instead fire the infrared Python 3. So, is the Kfir C10 worth flying in War Thunder in 2025? As this was an event vehicle from the latest winter event, it will only be available via the marketplace if you have not already ground out the event, or use GE to buy out the stages before the event ends. As an event vehicle, it has no premium bonuses for researching the whole Israeli tech tree, and it can only effectively research ranks above and below its current rank, so picking it up as a grinder would not be recommended. For Kfir fans who enjoy the current Kfir variants, such as the Kfir Canard but want a more advanced variant, or a Kfir with active radar homing missiles, this may be of interest and worth picking up, with the note that it obviously will have to face the top tier active radar homing meta gameplay, which isn't for everyone. And finally, for top tier Israeli ground RB players wanting an instant CAS edition, the C10 does bring guided weaponry to the mix, along with its advanced targeting pod and 2 laser guided bombs, so this can be an option. However, other jets at its ground BR range have much more effective close air support ordnance available. And that wraps up our look at the Kfir C10 in War Thunder. What do you think of this jet? Did you unlock it via the event, or did you give this one a miss? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button for more War Thunder content. Thanks for watching.